we've been involved in a number of different activities to make sure that broadcast media remains viable for local communities. One thing that we've been working on for a decade is to expand low-power FM service to more American towns and cities. And this would be fantastic in terms of allowing local musicians in particular to have that important first rung and being able to be heard by audiences in their own communities. We're also very involved in the net neutrality conversation, trying to articulate to artists the importance of preserving open internet structures as a means to communicate directly with their fans. I think that it would be really nice if more policymakers, at the national level, understood that, politics is local, and that it's really important to have civic debate on the local level where their constituents are, that our cultural fabric really depends on having a really organic kind of system for being able to recognize and value art that's made locally and at the regional level. I would really like to see a structure that allowed for a great degree of participation and engagement on everything from civic issues to an ability to create and cultivate audiences. The non-negotiable is we need access to the tools of media. We can't have on the creator side especially the system of bottlenecks and gatekeepers that have prevented so much talent from reaching fans and enriching our lives.
We provide legal representation for free to public interest organizations that are concerned about media policy and media reform. From analyzing whether or not there's a legal hook that we can use to address a problem, to filing comments in FCC proceedings where they're making policy, to filing complaints or license renewal challenges or transfer challenges. We also file things at the Federal Trade Commission, for example, complaints about deceptive advertising or privacy violations. Well, I don't really have a single vision, but I would love to see much more diversity and different types of media, in the sense that I think we need broad-based media that's inclusive, that can provide basic information that all of us need as citizens. But I also think we need specialized media that meets special needs, and people have different interests and needs. I also think we need stronger public media, but I still think we need private media, because we need that watchdog function on government.
One of the things that we do on all aspects of our work is present accurate portraits of rural life, and that means diverse portraits of rural life, But also, specifically around media policy, we coordinate the work of the Rural Broadband Policy Group, or it's a collaboration of national rural broadband advocates that have come together to present policies that are beneficial to rural communities in relation to broadband. Sadly, one of the things that we have seen is that accurate portrayals and presentations and opinions and issues that pertain to rural communities are missing from a lot of our conversations, including progressive conversations. And so in order for us to really build a strong national movement that is inclusive and that is just and that addresses the issues that our communities care about, we need to make sure that everyone comes to the table and everyone is involved. We are in the broadband conversations that are happening in DC, that are happening with our grassroots allies nationally, in the actions that we take, whether it's submitting comments to the FCC. So what we need to see is more presentation and more representation of rural issues, rural concerns, and rural opportunities, and also rural knowledge, because it's not that we only have needs, we also have a lot of things to offer. So that also needs to be present in order to have a good movement that applies to all of us.